This is the biggest launch in the history of Apple TV. It's the biggest junket in the history of Apple TV. It's the biggest premiere in the history of Apple TV. I've seen it. It's amazing.
Amazing.
It's off the cheap.
So it's just when people are asking you, what are you working on? My standard reply was my attitude.
You know what? It's a common mistake, and I think I need to get t-shirts saying you can call me Keely.
Coach Beard wasn't in episode 1. Do I need to be worried? Because you're sitting here.
Which is a bit of a tell.
Maybe.
Ted Lasso, yeah! For what we're about to receive, may the Lord make us truly thankful. Amen! Amen indeed. Roll the tape.
Oi, welcome back. It's good to see you.
You too.
But football is life?
No, life is so much more than football.
Not as catchy, but true.
Could we be more excited? No. Answer, yes, we could be more excited. Could we be more excited? Yes, we could, because it's time to say hello to the top titans of telly, who taught us all how to believe. Ted Lasso Season 4 hits Apple TV on Wednesday, the 5th of August. It's going to be epic, so please welcome the coolest cast in the biz. It's Brendan Hunt, it's Juno Temple, it's Hannah Waddingham, it's Jason Sudeikis. What about this? It's midnight in LA. We've all been out, and we're just doing this on the fly here now. We didn't know this was going to happen. We've been out all day. It's been the best. Can you imagine if it was 9 a.m. in the morning and we were doing this? That'd be crazy, wouldn't it? Right, so guys, it's back. You're back. Okay.
He's back.
A starter for 10. Right, this is your starter for 10. Same question to all of you. Okay. So when did you know something might be happening? When did you know something was happening? When did you know everything? First of all, to Juno.
I don't think I ever knew everything. Maybe I'm not allowed to, but I definitely have never known everything. But I think that works for me as a person and definitely for Keely Jones. When did I know that there might be something? Maybe a year before I heard whisperings, but I didn't know if I would be asked to come back.
Interesting.
For sure. No, I didn't.
Yeah. When did you be on the team sheet?
Well, I should know.
Of course, it's like the team.
Yeah.
It's like picking a team.
Yeah. And then I think I officially knew everything probably 2 weeks after we started filming. I think it's when I signed everything.
So after you started filming?
Yeah.
I mean, I knew I was coming back, but yeah, I think finalizing all that
All right,
stuff.
same question to Hannah.
It's too early for that. I like to never know nothing. I knew that there were rumblings, and I thought, seeing as we had done that last page, opening the thing, and Keely's bringing it, I just thought, come on, man, But our little WhatsApp group is alive and throbbing all the time.
Okay, throbbing?
So, throbbing.
So from
Throbbing.
whisperings to rumblings to throbbings. Wow. I can't wait for what's next.
What's next, guys?
Explosions.
So I was hopeful, but same as Juno, I never really liked to know any stuff down the line until my girl Rebecca would. So I kind of limit myself anyway along the route.
Okay, same question to you, Brendan.
Yeah.
Well, I like to think of myself as a early throbber. There were our own little rumblings when at the end of season 3 when we put in the scene where she opens up the possibility of a women's team, because it's like, all right, we don't know if we're coming. We really don't know if we're coming back, but if we are, we'll be mad if we didn't leave ourselves something to come back to.
Right.
So that was always there, but it was months after we finished even editing the show and posting everything was like, because it was all gonna be up to this man. Like, I'm not gonna ask, because I'm sure he's got plenty of other people wearing all kinds of different blazers and ties, asking if and when. So I'm just gonna bite my tongue.
Yeah.
And then after like I don't know, 6-8 months, it was like, I don't know, maybe. I was like, oh yeah, buddy. Maybe what? But then once we were in the writers' room, I was like, okay, here we go.
Oh, this is happening. Okay, all right, same question to you, Jason.
Yeah. I mean, it was no for a while, and then, as I mentioned before, I just would just keep hearing things, thinking things, feeling things, noticing things in the world, both internally, but then also externally, just people asking about it at airports or, wherever, like restaurants, not just, agents' offices or
Do you think Apple sent some people into those restaurants?
Maybe. Very talented people, if so. I couldn't tell that they were plants. Then the same way that we came up with the idea, the very first thing in 2013 when we did the commercials was me, Brendan, and our buddy Joe Kelly. Olivia and I were renting a house up in Nicholas Canyon, and we just sat in the pool and brainstormed ideas, and so we did that. Did you
go back to the same pool?
No, a different pool.
Did it have the same magic?
I mean, we'll see. I've seen it.
The answer is yes.
But it just felt, ceremonial in that way. I don't know. And so started talking about it then. And then, then it was just, then you have all the machinations of all the business side of things that had to be, figured out and whatnot. So
when you said before, you said no.
Yeah.
So were the no's from you, or were the no's from the world, or?
The no's were from within me. The no's were also I was proud of what we did. I was proud of how we did it. We all worked so darn hard on it.
And it ended so well.
You were also
well, that's the thing. The metaphor I've given, even though I've yet to give birth to anyone yet, I've been around it a couple times.
Careful now.
I was going to say, where are we going with this?
I've had kidney stones.
Have you not heard me say that? This is when people are asking about doing season 4 while we're in the midst of season 3.
It's like thinking about your next baby.
Well, it'd be like me asking if you want to have another one while I'm giving you, feeding you ice chips.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like no. What the hell are you talking about?
No.
Right.
So I needed to the same way I feel that people forget that craziness and wildness and even that pain of giving birth, because obviously people have multiple children. It was like, oh, I've forgotten all that, and and you're just sort of celebrating.
And we're right here waiting.
Exactly. Yeah.
Was there a moment when you felt the no turn into a yes? Was there a moment?
Not a specific, not like a lightning bolt type moment. It was just a lot of little. It was yes by 1,000 cuts.
Right.
It really was.
Lasso by 1,000 cuts.
It was lasso by 1,000 cuts.
Nice.
Yeah, it really was. And again, both internally, externally, we had a lovely I was excited about stuff, and then we got together a group in probably January of the year we started, right? Or maybe
25 is that?
I think so. And just a little writers retreat, because I just want to see if my enthusiasm was just only in my glass, or if it filled up other people's glasses.
He's very poetic.
Yeah,
Isn't that lovely?
He's not
if
lost
it was
it, has he?
only
Thank
in
God.
my glass.
Did you write that, Brendan, for him? Was that you?
We're connected here.
Oh my God.
It's like a neuromancer thing.
I was going to say, so what happened next? So the writers' retreat was next.
The writers' retreat was next.
Now that really turns me on. What is that like, the writers' retreat?
Throbbing.
Throbbing poultry retreat.
The
part of
same
the
way
throb mob.
those of us in front of the camera enjoy clearly hanging out with each other. I think you can tell that on the show. I think you can tell even more so in press.
Yeah.
I think you can tell it even more so when we're hanging out and there's not cameras and microphones. But the same thing happens behind the scenes too, both with the crew, but then also with the writers. And so it was fun. We went up to Ojai. We watched a lot of movies. We talked a lot during the day. We did yoga one morning, a lot of swimming, a lot of joking around, a lot of
Did you do any
drinking.
sound baths? Did you have sound baths?
We did karaoke. Does that count?
We did,
Yeah.
exactly. Depends who's singing.
Yeah.
It's our version of sound.
Himalayan karaoke would do. Yeah.
And that whole idea wasn't to come up with necessarily story ideas. It wasn't to paint pictures. It was merely just to build crayons. Is there enough enthusiasm here? And there were just so many fun ideas. And again, just the energy of that group of people is infectious, and that makes you another sign of being like, yeah, go, like, let's get this
Right.
back together. You know?
So when did you get the call? What did you do? Did you raise a glass? What happened?
I've just remembered something, actually. I was having dinner with Brett Goldstein here. We'd slightly given up on it because any one or two of us, or even this many out in the wild, we looked like little kind of Lego pieces together. So he and I had kind of slightly given up and gone and sat in his car to have a chat with our caps off. And he said, I'm just about to go off to a writer's retreat.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I went, for...
And he left it to the end of the night to tell you
Yes.
this.
Yeah, because we were out in the wild.
Wow.
Yeah.
In the
So
wild.
actually, that's how I knew. What was your actual question?
When did you get the call? But that's, I suppose, that was the whisper.
I don't
No, that was the
know.
rumble. You were
Yeah,
whispering. You were rumbling. That was the rumble.
I was throbbing.
Were you throbbing in the car then?
Throbbing.
Because that is basically.
But not with Brett Goldstein.
You were.
Makes them uncomfortable.
You were. From an artistic point of view, you absolutely were.
I don't
Artistic
actually
throb.
remember when.
And then
With
what happened?
seatbelts on.
Okay, so writer's retreat is the first step, right?
Writer's
What
retreat.
about you guys? When do you have to engage? When do you have to say yes or?
I mean, just, not to be too cheap and easy, I was always going to say yes
Yeah, yeah.
because I love
It's a
this.
yes from Hannah.
It's a yes from me, always. I love them. I love my girl Rebecca, so I was always going to be in.
And what about you, Juno?
There we
Yeah,
go.
I was the same, but I wanted to sit down with Jason and kind of talk about what he thought might be a kind of journey for Keely, just because, as he will tell you, and many people that have worked with me, I like to ask a lot of questions.
And she doesn't think she's funny, which is funny in itself. Ridiculous.
well,
You are hilarious, by the
It
way.
is ridiculous.
You've been hilarious for half an hour before we started doing it.
but that's not.
You were hilarious when I saw you at 7 o'clock get out of the car with your driver. Anyway, that's
in my
another-
short shorts.
That's another story. Yeah.
I could go somewhere else with that. Anyway, but the joyous thing about that is that we actually met at the place that we first met to talk about Keely, which was something that actually that felt really precious to me because I also hadn't seen you in quite a long time, and so we went to a place in Silver Lake called Edendale, and the first time I met Jason, I remember I was very overdressed because I'd gone to a friend's 30th and was dressed like I was going to the Oscars, and he was in his like sweatshorts, and I was like,
No,
this looks like I'm
really?
trying so hard, and I'm so not that. I'm in pajamas if I can be, or I'm going to the Oscars. I never know really, I guess, and so we sat down at the restaurant and ended up. For me, it was actually more just like. It was so nice to get to hang out with a friend that I hadn't seen in a while because life takes you in different directions, and it kind of opened the door. We're talking about Keely and the journey and the ideas that kind of were floating through your thoughts and your, all the weather in your brain about where Ted Lasso was going to go this time. But it was also just about connecting, which was something that was really precious for me and something that I think the show has been so extraordinary for each one of us with the doors that it continuously opens, whether it's in a personal way where we were just at a football game for the World Cup like 2 weeks ago, and I got to take my little brother to a World Cup game because of Ted Lasso, which is the kind of thing that I didn't know I was going to get to celebrate. And it was the greatest thing I've ever experienced with my brother, And then also, the incredible work it's also opened the doors to. So I think it's something that it's nice to sometimes have quiet moments where you get to sit with the people that you started it all with in a way that you don't really get to anymore.
When it comes to employment benefits, there's healthcare and then there's World Cup tickets. And the two together, it's like as good as it gets, isn't it?
And she's also presenting Rebecca with the opportunity of starting a women's team at AFC Richmond.
As if that could happen.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Dun, dun, dun.
It's a fine, man.
So I was going to say, was Rebecca waiting for you? Was Keely waiting for you to come back to her?
Oh, God, yeah.
I don't think she ever left.
No.
You know what I mean? I think when you get a golden nugget like that, it's somebody that you hold close, like a friend, like family, like somebody that you can check in with.
Our crew,
Yes.
we had a fabulous crew in Kansas City. Kansas City.
Yeah.
But when we went home, we had literally everybody that we'd had before. Now that is great testament to the show.
Yeah.
The fact that they said yes the first time,
Yeah,
that was...
everybody's established. You've been on holiday together before.
Literally
This
like
works.
you
There's a
had it.
vocabulary to it, there's a pace
Gosh,
to it.
I'm so excited for season 5. Shall we remind everybody where we left your characters, where we left off? So, Coach Beard, first of all, for people who don't remember, Brendan, how did Coach Beard get off the plane that he was supposed to come home on with Ted?
He simulated appendicitis.
Well done.
God.
Which, by the way, footnote, I've been meaning to tell somebody this. I realized after the fact, like months afterwards, that I apparently stole that from Neil Simon. And I don't mean from a Neil Simon play. I mean, I read Neil Simon's autobiography and later refound this passage that he is so afraid of planes, he would routinely fake appendicitis to get off a plane.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
incredible.
good. Thank you, Neil Simon, everyone. And appendicitis is do you think he tried heart attacks? Do you think he tried other things?
Neil Simon?
Yeah.
Oh, the man's a wizard. He's
Of course he is.
He's tried it all.
He would have walked the full length of the
He's
camp.
tried a missing limb, but he's got to think of it on the spot. He's an incredible mind.
And Coach Big goes back to Jane, of course. We know that.
Yes.
Can you remind the viewers? Because here's the thing, right? So I watched
A pregnant Jane, no less.
Pregnant Jane.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched episode 1 of the new season 4. I've seen it. It's amazing.
Amazing.
It's off the chain. It's off the chain.
Yes.
It's ridiculous.
Yes.
It's laugh out loud funny. It looks like a movie. Every episode looks like a movie. Movie makers must be thinking, guys, calm down. We take years to make one of these. What you're knocking these out. Then after I watched episode 1 of season 4, I went back to watch the final episode of season 3, hoping that I wouldn't cry as much because I knew there was life after death.
Yeah.
But I cried as much.
Good.
It's so mad. This show is so mad. And if you think you remember what happened at the end of season 3, you didn't, because you'll remember they got on a plane. Because I've asked around here today to people who haven't rewatched final episode. Yeah.
Neither have I.
What happens?
Yeah. Ted and Coach Big got on a plane. Yeah, but then there was another 10 minutes, and then everything's tied up nicely, just in case Apple don't open the
happens in
checkbook
the
for
last
season 4 or whatever it is. Anyway, so Keely, what happened? Where did we? Sorry, Juno, where did we leave Keely?
No, you know what? It's a common mistake, and I think I need to get T-shirts saying "You can call me Keely."
No, I like it.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I like
Yeah.
it. It's nice.
So where did we leave
So
Keely?
we leave Keely with she is owning her responsibility as a publicist at AFC Richmond. She's also a single woman and owning that, and she's also presenting Rebecca with the opportunity of starting a women's team at AFC Richmond.
As if that could happen.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Dun, dun, dun.
It's a climate.
All right, Hannah, just recap where Rebecca was for us.
Well, we see the moment when Rebecca buys a ticket to go through airside
First
and
class.
see the boy. But she has made a change in her life that she is there for the greater good of the team at last.
Yeah.
And she is with this Dutchman from the bar.
Yes.
Bump into it.
And we leave that part of her life there. And then, of course, Keely comes in. And maybe it's because I was on the Rebecca is on the receiving end of that piece of paper. Maybe that's why I was like, we're doing the next
Yeah,
season.
we're doing it. Yeah, of course.
Because, you know,
Maybe there was a
I'd
contract
already-
underneath that women's...
That was also the last scene I ever shot for season
Yeah,
3.
we shot that. Yeah, so that maybe that's what it is. I just received that and thought, oh, we're doing a women's team.
Which
I don't know when
would
it is.
be
It might be
unfair.
in 5 years.
You might have a legal case there for
Right.
due diligence, or
Exactly.
people are getting. Maybe that was like a what do they call it? A pitch document. What do they call it? A deck. It was like a deck for this season.
Yeah.
wasn't it? And by the way, we must remind people that your Dutchman on a barge, he lives on a barge, but he flies planes.
Oh, yeah.
Which is
He
quite
does fly
convenient,
planes.
because then you can bump into him at airports in the last episode. So that's good.
And a daughter.
Right.
Yeah.
Where did we leave Ted?
We leave Ted, him leaving London and all his chosen family to go back to his actual family, specifically his son.
And he's happy to do that.
Happy to do that, yeah.
So, there was a more than a whiff of regret on the plane. Coach, am I doing the right thing?
Right.
Yeah, and the coach says, you do what you want. I'm getting off the plane.
Yeah.
And so you go back totally on your own,
100%.
between
yeah.
rock and a hard place.
Yeah.
Over the Atlantic somewhere.
Exactly, yeah. Atlantic and half the country, yeah. Right to the middle, yeah, smack dab, in the bullseye.
All right, so that's where we were,
Yep.
right? Now, how do we talk about where we are? How far do you want to go? Ladies, your entrance. I mean, come on. I mean, I don't know what to say. We can cut it out if I say too much. Don't worry about that. You're very Devil's Wears Prada. I mean, in the middle
For a
of...
start, us as actors, us two and Jeremy Swift were like, oh, what are we doing? Can't remember how to do it. And then within one little run through of a scene when we were already sitting down, we were like, oh, is that
So I was going to say, was Rebecca waiting for you? Was Keely waiting for you to come back to her?
Oh, God, yeah.
I don't think she ever left.
No.
You know what I mean? I think when you get a golden nugget like that, it's somebody that you hold close, like a friend, like family, like somebody that you can check in with. And I think Keely brought a lot of joy into my life in ways that I think has also bled out into other people's lives, and that's precious. And what was so joyous was we flew to Kansas City,
Kansas City,
Missouri.
On the Missouri
It's
side,
the same
yeah,
thing.
like
It's
with the
a
airport.
life
Two cities
imitating
in
up.
one. That's
Still don't
that's in
understand.
episode 1. We can give that away,
Yeah,
Carl,
sure.
because that's known already to some people.
People know that.
And
yeah. It's on the map.
that's I can't get that right either.
No, we
That's
still
where
don't
we're
understand.
similar.
It's like the
and also
offside
the
rule.
Dorothy
Who knows?
thing was a very Juno Keely moment too.
Right.
That was I got that. Do you remember? I was
The
like,
what?
we should do Dorothy because we're and you were like, it's not. But you know what? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, and so we get there, and the first thing I had was a costume fitting with Jackie Levy, who is our extraordinary costume designer. And the joy of going into that space and spending 6 hours or 5 hours trying on Keely's outfits. And it's not just me that enjoys it, every person in that room, because there is not a no button for her. The presentation that she puts herself into the world, I love the fact that she is just as fun on the outside as her crazy little brain can be on the inside. And I think you don't get characters that get to have that much fun with a wardrobe, you know? And so just starting that process with it and being reminded of how much fun it is to build Keely from the stiletto shoe up to the last hair on her head was so gorgeous.
Yeah.
And then getting to see, I saw you at the hotel, I think pretty much afterwards.
Yeah.
And so that being the start and being reminded also of the crew and how much they love working with these
And
characters.
everybody's allowed to do what they want to do. You say that, don't you? From a production process. Everybody can have fun. You hire the right people, you trust them, you say, right, do what the frick you like.
Yeah, you want to lean in. 100%.
Let's go.
Take ownership over it. I think that's part of the fun. That's something that I learned from the opportunity of working 10 years at Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
You know, I know you guys are 1 year into yours in the UK, but like,
I heard it was very good.
Yeah, towards the end
One
it became
episode.
exceptional.
The penultimate episode was fire.
That's the buzz. That's the buzz out there.
Ridiculous.
Even
Singing,
here in the
dancing,
States.
jazz hands,
All
come
of
on,
it.
baby.
All of it.
Absolutely.
But do you know what? Our crew,
Yes.
you know, we had a fabulous crew in Kansas City.
Yeah.
Kansas
Yeah.
City.
Yeah.
But when we went home, we had literally everybody that we'd had before. Now that is great testament to the show,
Yeah, of course.
isn't it? It was really
lovely.
wonderful. It was just like...
And it's a smart move as well.
It was
It's a Cubby
so
Broccoli
good.
move, isn't it? It's
It's-
James Bond and Chitty Chitty Bang.
Yes.
100%. Yeah, it's just yeah, I mean, if we're lucky enough to get a yes from them, the fact that they said yes the first time,
Yeah,
that
because
was...
everybody's established. You've been on holiday together before.
literally
This
like
works.
New
There's a
Cardiff.
vocabulary to it, there's a
Oh my
pace
gosh,
to it.
I'm so excited for season 5. Now, we'll get to that in a moment or two. So
It's a children's
Brendan,
team.
Coach Beard wasn't in episode 1. Do I need to be worried?
No.
Because you're sitting here.
Which is a bit of a tell.
Maybe he's sitting here as a writer.
Well,
You might be just
well, I
sitting
know
here
that.
as a writer.
Nice try. That's what I'm thinking in
never
my head as
know.
well. So obviously we know that Nate's back at AFC Richmond. We know that Roy is back there. So Ted plays the game with what's happened to you in the last 2 years in 10 seconds.
Yes.
So we could do that for real, couldn't we? Because Ted asked the character, asked Rebecca and
Yeah.
Keely that.
Yeah,
Let's
and
play that now.
Higgins,
What's
yeah.
happened to you in the last 2 years?
Had
You got a little tight.
another kid.
Had another kid. Yeah. And your wife, did she have another kid?
Sadly, no.
No. Okay.
Sadly, no. That's all right. That's all right. That's okay. No, had another kid. Gosh, I mean, that's really about it. Did a World Cup podcast. Went to a ton of World Cup matches, which was a blast. Sorry about England.
It's okay. You're fine.
Too soon.
Too soon.
You did a show at
Oh, I
Steppenwolf.
have a solo show now called Women You Need, which
And
is
everybody says it's amazing.
It's
about me and
beautiful.
my mum and the Beatles.
It's
and,
beautiful.
And you're
really.
meeting Paul McCartney.
Yes, me and Paul through this guy at a Foo Fighters event. And knock wood, touch wood.
Touch wood.
It may end up on Broadway someday.
Good for you, mate. That's amazing.
great.
What about you, Keely?
I got married.
We have children. We have marriage. Can't wait to talk to you.
We're going to jump straight to him.
And where did you meet? Where did you meet?
We met on season 2 of Ted Lasso.
I mean, that's what we're talking about.
It's the show that does what it says on the tin.
She said, can I ask him on a date? I was like, yes, you can.
He
He's
was my
gorgeous.
driver.
Did you ask for the advice?
Driver.
Oh yeah, because then he was driving Hannah, and
He was my
they had a
driver.
secret code where I could go meet them, and we would accidentally
Wow.
Hannah's appointment
Okay.
would run over.
So did you give him
It's
the
our
evil?
nightmare.
Did you give him the evil? Just say, look after my girl.
Look after my girl.
I think he's a bit of a fight, right? He was like,
He
I will.
is the greatest. They are the greatest oxygen to each
Yeah.
other.
All right, come on.
Beautiful,
That's-
And we
beautiful.
bought a house, so we bought
And
I
you
have
bought a
to.
house. Congratulations! So you've done a lot, and you're busy working as well. Okay.
Yeah, you've made TV.
Eurovision.
Ah, Eurovision.
I'm getting you out of this.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Shall I tell you what you
You
did?
tell me what I've been doing.
She Eurovisioned every year. And by the way,
You can just say it to 180 million people live, Christopher Evans.
you can if you like.
I mean, come on.
You can, but then
That's terrifying.
these two appeared in the World Cup
I know, they've
halftime
trumped
thing,
me
so that's
now,
200, 300,
bastards.
maybe billions, I would imagine. But so Eurovision successfully, that is not an easy gig to pull off. So
Gracefully, not
it.
just successfully, but I think gracefully.
I
you did
absolutely
too.
loved it.
Beautifully.
gracefully, joyously,
Throbbingly.
professionally,
Throbbingly.
glamorously,
Where else-
emphatically.
What else
All the
did I do,
illies.
Chris?
What?
What else did I do?
You hosted 2 Olivier Awards.
I did host 2 Olivier
You
Awards.
hosted your own Christmas special.
Yes!
By the way, this is not research. This is just because I love you. How cool is that?
That was
Worked with Tom
iconic.
Cruise, who went on
Yeah.
and on about you when we got to
Cruise,
meet.
yeah.
got to
As
meet.
should you.
Why wouldn't he?
Yes, Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
And
What,
then
working with Tom
my-
Cruise?
Yes.
Not true.
And then, no, delicious man. And then my Ride or Die for Amazon that's just come out is not doing too shabby on
Come
a different
on.
platform.
Come on.
Yeah.
Well
Yeah.
done. So Lasso is good for business, is what we're saying.
Yes, and most importantly, my daughter just turned 12 and she's my greatest achievement.
Come on! We have new humans, we have 12-year-old humans, we have married humans.
A natural
Sudeikis,
desert.
what,
Yes, sir.
what about you the last 2 years?
What about? I mean, not much. I mean,
How
just
long did it take you to recover? And we're not fighting wars and we're not saving lives. We know
100%.
that.
Yeah,
But it's
I respect that.
freaking exhausting.
It was exhausting. Yeah, I mean, it took a fair amount, but kids don't care. Like they
Because
you
the
know.
kids don't care.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't
So it was
care.
just when people are asking what are you working on, my standard reply was my attitude, and they would laugh, and then but I was kind of it was.
Is that all you had?
That was pretty much all I had to work on.
Brendan, that's all you had, man.
Saying,
That's all you got to do.
yeah, saying going to see stuff, going to taking the kids to a lot of stuff. Yeah, it was. Trying to hit the treadmill as often as possible.
Right, so we've got to talk about filming in Kansas compared to filming in Richmond. Okay, It's not a war, it's not a competition that needs to be held or won, but let's have it anyway.
It was f***ing hot in
was-
Kansas.
It was hot. So Richmond's winning.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It was
Muggy.
hotter than the surface of the
How
sun in
come
Kansas.
people in Kansas City are so nice when it's so muggy?
I think they're used
so
to it at this
nice.
point.
Because we
but
get
yeah.
irritable when it's muggy, don't we?
Yeah. I mean, most people do, but I think we've grown accustomed to it, and we'd rather. It's kind of like when if you've ever done mushrooms, and then someone next to you, and then you're starting to freak out, but someone's starting to freak out more next to you.
Yeah.
Then you balance each other.
Then you become
Kind
their
of
guide.
Sherpa. Exactly.
Yeah.
So I think people are humidity guides in
Right.
Kansas City. And it's like they'll walk you through it, they'll talk you through it.
You need a shaman.
Yeah, and everybody keeps their AC jacked. And
You know
that's
that
big fun.
line
You guys have AC.
when Rebecca says, "Oh God, I can't be here for a week. Everyone's too nice."
too nice.
My brother, when we first arrived, was like, "Oh my God, everyone is so sickeningly nice here." By the time we left, my brother shed a tear.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous.
'Cause
3 weeks
Kansas will
later,
get to you if you stay there.
he was just like, "Everyone is so nice."
Yeah, why?
So lovely.
Yeah, why did Dorothy want to go back? Why did Ted want to go back? There must be something to it.
And like I come to America a lot. I'm very privileged, very lucky to be able to do that. And people say, "Why do you love America?" I hate America. I say, "You can't hate America. You can hate part of America, but America's too big for you to hate it all. You just haven't been to the bit you like yet."
Yes.
And Kansas is so much different. I've never been to Kansas.
Yeah.
But are people generally?
It's
a big
the,
old hug.
The skylines there, the way the cloud, it's like if you tilt your head upside down, there could be an entire different universe in the clouds. The sculptural clouds there during the sunset.
Do you know what that's called?
Were breathtaking.
Mushrooms.
Pareidolia.
Is it?
Yeah, when you look at shapes that change, and you know when you get grease in pizza boxes, and
Yeah.
it looks like
Yes,
Che Guevara.
yes,
That's
Yeah.
pareidolia.
Also, I had my
Good
first
metaphor.
ever on-set birthday in Kansas. Do you remember that? When we were doing the
Yeah.
airplane.
How was that?
Gorgeous.
It was so cool. I've got a video. Everyone sang to me.
Lots of steak.
No, I didn't actually do that. I'm a
Okay.
bit nervous about that. But I had cake.
Steak is good. Steak, cake, doesn't
So,
matter.
exactly.
Yeah.
You could just
Steak.
mishear me. I had great steak cake.
Right. You had a staycation.
Yeah, we
That's all I got. That's all I got. It's midnight, everyone. It's midnight. We've been up all day. We've been to the premiere.
So true.
It was
just
amazing.
mushrooms
We've sobered up.
steakcation.
If it was 9 o'clock in the morning, this would be a nightmare, but it's not, guys. We're at the end of a very successful day. Imagine if you had to work all day now and then go to the premiere.
I
That would be a
mean,
nightmare.
That'd be weird.
They wouldn't do that to us, surely.
Especially starting off with this silly herb over here. So Richmond versus Kansas, it's on points. If it was on points.
I'd
I
say
think you can
equal.
compare them. They're
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it's
different.
lovely.
Okay.
It's important to explore
We've got
all
to have a
places.
rematch. We've got to have a rematch there.
rehearse on Monday, then do the run through on Friday, and then do the thing on Sunday.
Sounds like a Craig David song.
It's almost. But well, funny enough,
Took it for a pizza on Tuesday.
We had a run through on Monday, Tuesday.
I do have to give a shout out to my man because the night before the thing, he goes, hey, we should do the believe sign, but have it say believe. And I was like, that is so.
Where are we with this? What is the contract? What can you tell me? Give me the scoop so nobody else. Look at every. He's
done it. He's done
like
it.
a courtroom.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I personally have a tendency to think in threes, so that's sort of the way.
That's 4, 5, 6. So much written down here. 61 Emmy nominations. 61. 61.
Really?
61. One more than 60. Yeah. 59 more than 2. I could go on, but I won't.
I want to see where that's going.
I was impressed.
I got nothing else. 2 Oscar nominees in the audience at the last cast Q&A you did.
Who was that?
You did a thing with SAG or something, and there were 2 Oscar winners in the famous. Let's do that. Famous people, really,
I love the
really famous people.
Who was that?
I don't know. I wasn't there. You were there. I wasn't there. I was back in England. Right. So really famous people who love Lasso. Now we know that. What about Jurgen Klopp? I know you love Jurgen Klopp, right?
Yeah, of course.
There were some great cameos in seasons 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
I'll let any others in, Paul. Then we can talk about it.
Thank God he was using sign language.
Yeah.
I don't think we can talk about it.
I don't think we can.
But we.
There might be some familiar voices.
I don't think I know.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
don't think I know
Thank you.
Don't you kind of avoid that? a little
Okay.
bit?
Other love that gets you to be asked to do the halftime show in the soccer
I mean-
World Cup final.
How about that?
How does that happen? When was that call?
So cool.
That was Chris Martin reaching out to me, FaceTiming me. Like he was an immediate FaceTimer, which is always like, all right,
What does that mean?
like where you just call on the FaceTime
Right.
versus a phone call or
Like, hey, can I FaceTime
What,
you?
you'd never met before?
No, we had met before,
okay.
but it's still like we're just like, oh, all right. You're making sure what's your background.
So he's
and,
holding hands on the first date.
a little bit, yeah.
Right.
Which I don't mind if they have nice hands, and he does. So
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, I'll take
Very
it. So,
talented hands.
Very, very talented.
Yeah.
Both of them. And it's like
Both hands.
Exactly. Yeah. And he and then he pitched this idea that I think he wouldn't mind me saying this, that he was like, I'd love for it to be as if aliens were to watch this, they'd be like, oh, this is what Earth. This is some of the loveliest parts of Earth.
What a compliment.
And
Wow.
so and and he wanted us to be a part of it. I was like, Coach Beard. He's like, absolutely. We didn't know exactly what we'd be doing. It was something along the lines of maybe giving like a little halftime speech. I felt, given the people that he had already mentioned, because I think we knew at that point Madonna and Shakira and BTS
Just low key.
and
Yeah.
Justin and
That's all they
and
could get,
Bieber, I
apparently.
think. Yeah, right. Yeah. Who said no? And I was like, yeah, this all sounds great. And then it wasn't anything for a few weeks. And then as it got closer, then, we had the opportunity to rehearse on Monday, then do the run through on Friday, and then do the thing on Sunday.
Sounds like a Craig David song.
It's almost. But well, funny enough.
Took it for a pizza on Tuesday.
We had a run through on Monday, Tuesday.
And for a pizza on Tuesday.
Had a FaceTime on Wednesday.
You know, my daughter watched these two and went, oh my God, it's Jason and Brendan. Oh my God, it's Justin Bieber. I automatically forgot these
know
two.
our face.
That's fair enough. That's fair enough.
But we got to, I think, I'll speak for you, but tell me if I'm wrong. But I think before the show, we got to meet a white whale for us. And I had just been asked before, have you met anybody that made you anxious or nervous or excited? I was trying to think, just even my 10 years at SNL, you get kind of, not jaded by any means, but I've got to,
You're
bump
used
into
to
folks.
it. You're
Yes,
used to it.
as much as one can. And yet, then lo and behold, on Sunday before the thing started, in comes walking the one and only Mr. Robbie Williams, and we lost our minds and turned into like little kids.
That is
And when they say don't meet your heroes, they're not talking about
he's
him.
so gorgeous and
They're not,
silly,
he's
isn't he?
so funny, and these two are doing a bit of British and American like deep cut references, and it was just so funny. He was so present, so kind, just checking in, and yeah, his area was right across from us.
Yeah.
And then Tom Cruise comes walking in. My son gets to meet I Show Speed, and I'm still like, where's Robbie? Where's Robbie? Robbie.
But I think we can acknowledge that if we'd met him, 30 years earlier, probably not as fun.
Yeah.
Probably not as fun.
Yeah.
But
nor were we.
Okay. For sure.
well, in Amsterdam, Boom Chicago,
Yeah.
could have gone for 10 years as opposed to 5 with Robbie around at the time, doing
Possibly.
those kind of things.
That's how I knew him, was from that and the darts was that was the only stuff.
All right, so you came up with your bit,
Yeah.
right? And it's the World Cup, it's live, it's the half-hour show that lots of people don't want, but in the end everybody loved, but they just won't admit it. I thought it was freaking great.
Great.
And so you rehearse, it's a big deal.
Yeah.
Is it intense? Are you there?
I didn't feel it. I mean, it was a lot. I mean, and so many people, getting into it, and I can only imagine the juggling that like Chris had to do and the producers had to do. Ben Winston, I know, was helping out,
Good man.
and Hugh Evans, from Global, the Global Citizens. Yeah, so it was a big old production. We just worried about our thing, and I think our connection. I mean, I was just shared this with Brendan right before that. We got this lovely text from Chris after the first rehearsal, just saying, "So lovely to watch you guys. You guys are like bandmates." And I and it is. It's probably like a bass player and a drummer just sort of looking at each other for the changes and like, how do we help this lead singer and guitarist? And we were doing that amongst ourselves, and we just sort of self-govern, and that's just from years of friendship and even a few more years.
And it does again. It helps, doesn't it? Because you speak the same language.
Yeah. It also helped that we were surrounded by people who had to do choreography with 1,000 other people. We just had to go. Done.
Yeah.
And in a way, you
Did
gave
you get
them.
nervous?
Everybody needs a moment to reset. So you guys have got that, and they can reset the big stuff going on.
100%.
So they were great. You were like the angels coming in to save. Given 30 seconds, they wouldn't have had otherwise.
Or at least the Angels bringing in like the sweet baby,
Sweet baby Justin.
Yeah, Justin.
Sweet baby Bieber.
Sweet baby Bieber.
And Justin I'd known for years from SNL days, and we'd always gotten on. And so even just the tiniest bit of, he was like, the camera, because they're doing this whole one shot, and he's like, well, just tell me where you want me to go. And I'm like, he's coachable, and he just looks back at me like that. And so then when we're doing our bit, I go, hey, don't look at me. Just be like when these dudes get, and then these women get called out by their coach, and they're just eye of the tiger, just play it like that. Just the tiniest little note, little adjustment. And I think that takes, the pressure off. The producers have to, how do we give a note to Justin, or Chris, they can all handle all that other stuff.
yeah.
And then, and Justin, anyway, he made me laugh.
Like a
And
reset, can't
yeah,
they?
absolutely.
And it
And
brings-
Haley's there too, and she's like going, yeah, that's great. Just do it.
Did you watch it back? Have you seen it back?
I have not.
Because it's so
Oh, you've got
slick.
to, but it's a gorgeous moment of calm
Yeah,
as
it's
well.
so, but the whole
It's
whole
beautiful.
thing is slick. When Madonna goes, she's backstage and she comes
Yeah.
on, and because it could be eggy, you'd forgive a 1 second lag here or an early cut
it's
there.
so
It was,
slick.
they
That's great.
nailed it.
Winston knows what he's doing, man.
Absolutely. Arsenal supporter. On the board, no less. I do have to give a shout out to my man, because the night before the thing, he goes, hey, we should do the believe sign, but have it say believe. And I was like, that is so epic. It was so good and so strong, and then he had the beauty of it. It's up on the jumbotron,
cool.
and he turns around, and then he's able to watch and find the right frame for that thing to
Yes.
It was like
Because Justin
such
Bieber
a
fans are
kill.
called believers.
Believers.
So that's what I mean. It was just
Gifts.
sitting
That's
there.
so good.
Well done, mate.
It makes
Well
my
done.
saliva glands go, ooh.
I love when that happens, because you're just
Yeah.
like, yeah,
So cool.
it's so there. Any of us could have thought about it, but no, one did.
I can't believe we're here doing this. I just want to point out, we got 5 minutes left, but I just can't believe we're here doing this. I think it's so
I
exciting.
can't believe we're doing this.
I know I can't either. I'm
You're
so
a legend.
No,
Let's just
gosh,
say that.
no,
We
no.
had a
Evans.
couple of near misses in previous seasons where we were gonna be with you, and then it didn't happen for whatever.
We've got to do, some of us got to do individual. I mean, the first time.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Well, it's a big day for me.
We've been trying to connect.
I think you were busy skiing with Brett.
Yeah, exactly.
Because he had the accident. You remember he had the accident?
I didn't.
Yeah. Well, you came up with the accident, a ruse, because he didn't come up to a cast Q&A once. And apparently he got killed in a skiing accident. That was according to you and your brain.
Murder.
Yeah.
But I stand by it.
Yeah, you stand
We're
by
so
it.
lucky to have him back.
Wholly stand by it.
And I'd always love, but I will say that this is very getting you to have to do this, because like the time that we chatted, I've always loved and appreciated not just the time you spent with me, but the way you've spoken about the show, the way you've looked at the show, the way you viewed the show has been so tremendous. And we were lucky to get it from, again, like I said, at airports and restaurants and whatnot. But have someone that has done so much and seen so much to have all that experience and see these elements of our show.
I didn't really like it, to be honest.
Well, you're great.
I've never been a
You're
fan.
one of the greatest.
I just wanted to get a
if
bit
you're
of
gonna have a
heat.
super groupie,
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I think it is my favourite show of all time.
Oh.
It is not that. Again, you have to rank this. Like, what's your favorite? What's your favorite song? Well, are we driving, or are we making love, or are we sad, or whatever? Yeah. But what's not to like about Lasso? And you've said in the past, haven't you, that Frank Oz typed you a letter, and he said it's so great to see somebody making hours and hours of jokes and not at nobody's expense.
Absolutely.
Just speak to that
Absolutely.
a moment, please.
I mean, we do it in the writers' room. We do it off camera. We do it, but like the show itself, it's.
Is it harder?
I don't know if it's harder. I think it's.
It's a different mindset.
It's just a different mindset.
Yeah.
And it sticks out when we go too mean, with someone. And if it does, I remember saying like early in the writing process, season 1, that jokes would have repercussions. The jokes here will have repercussions, because I just always felt, and I love Cheers. My Uncle George is on Cheers. It's one of my favorite shows. That, The British Office, those are like my favorite shows. And I always felt that in this modern time and in the Lasso world, if Carla was as mean to Cliff, like at some point Cliff would pull her aside and say, hey, what's going on? Is everything all right at home? And I think that's what like Ted Lasso does a little bit, that if someone's making jokes and being mean at someone's expense, they're going to have a conversation about it in minute 17 or minute 34 in these more recent seasons. So like, that I just think is a good way to go about it.
But you guys walked a brilliant line with the Rupert character for that very thing. You could really make him the evil of it all. But it's
and
so clever.
A moment for Anthony Head?
Yes. Hey, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you, Chris.
Right, I've got a minute left. Here's my 1 minute left question. It's on the bottom of my piece of paper. By the way, this means nothing. At all.
I've noticed.
I just wanted you to think I'd done some work.
I want this. It's great.
Okay, this was here when I walked in.
Right. Someone else does this.
This is the biggest launch in the history of Apple TV. It's the biggest junket in the history of Apple TV. It's the biggest premiere in the history of Apple TV. So clearly, they want more Lasso. They've got more Lasso. They've got season 4. Clearly, they would cough up for season 5 in a heartbeat. Where are we with this? What is the contract? What can you tell me? Give me the scoop so nobody else... Look at everybody on the phone.
He's done it.
It's like a courtroom.
Yeah, exactly.
They already know the verdict. Hang him! What are we saying?
Yeah, I mean, I personally have a tendency to think in threes, so that's sort of the way.
That's 4, 5, 6.
You never know. I mean, that's what we never.
I think we do know. I think we do know. I think we know now.
I mean, but at the same time, you never know.
Brendan, what do you think?
I think that's spot on. I mean, we gotta let season 4 take a walk and see.
Oh, shut up! It's amazing. It's amazing. I've only seen episode 1, episode 1, 2 tonight. Right, we got to wrap up. What do you want to say to the camera, to the fans? Brendan, first of all.
This is a very delightful day. Chris Evans is awesome, and America might not know that, but they should, because Chris Evans is great.
If it could all be about me, that would be about the show, please.
I will follow up and second that and say what an honour to be here, but also like what an honour to get to bring back Ted Lasso, and this time supporting a women's team.
Okay, Hannah.
I would say you wait. Our Lady Greyhounds will make you cry your eyeballs out. They are magnificent.
All right, and Jen, final word from Jason, from Ted Lasso himself.
Thank you for having us into your home or onto your phone or your watch, wherever you watch our show, and yeah, we hope you dig it, because we certainly do.
Papa Greyhound, y'all!
Happy Ted Lasso!